What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. We have a lot of leaks. We have Switch 2 power specs leak. We have comparisons for it. The Switch 2 price might be going up. We even have the new Xbox console handheld name and look all leaked up. So by all means, let's jump into this video. A lot of leaks and a lot of information. So let's get right into it. As you could tell, the Switch 2 isn't on the bottom of the list, which is a good thing. But you see in the PS4, the Switch 2 handheld is stronger than the PS4, which is impressive, which is good, right? As you can see, docked, it's moving up really high in the tier list. You can tell the Switch 2 is quite strong docked, which is really good, as it should be. Remember, the Switch 2 has DLSS and ray tracing, so it's definitely going to be able to, you know, stand out these days. Now, the Xbox Series S over here, I don't think it's the strongest Xbox console. I think it's the weakest one of the current gen. It's definitely looking a lot stronger. If I'm not mistaken, in terms of teraflops, the Xbox Series S might be around 6, and the Switch 2 docked is around 3, which, that's a big difference, right? A lot of people have been saying that the Switch 2 is strong because it's in 4K. It's not really that. It's not really true 4K, if that makes sense. And it's nowhere near close to PS5. But of course, I'm still happy it's really this strong, which is good. Let me know if you are someone who has purchased a Switch 2, you know? But by all means, let's talk over here on the CPU performance. The CPU is not that strong. Many people have talked about it not being that strong. It's actually significantly weaker, but that's fine because most of, if I'm not mistaken, the GPU is mainly responsible for the gaming. The CPU, on the other hand, it would be nice to have a lot more power, but obviously for what they're trying to do, and the fact is the GPU is more important and it needs to be stronger for PCs, of course. But for this situation, I think it's pretty much going to be the same as well for Nintendo Switch. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section below. But I definitely think a GPU is more important for a console, but a CPU, you know, is important. But I definitely think the GPU is better to be stronger. In this situation, we're talking some decent numbers here. Um, the good news is it looks significantly stronger than a PS4, which is good. But in terms of handheld and docked, I don't know what's going on over here, right? I don't know. Is it weaker docked? What's up with that, right? I don't know what's up with that. Could that be because when docked, it's using different stuff? Maybe it has DLSS and ray tracing when docked. I don't know. Um, so maybe I don't know why it's not that strong, or maybe it's just something's up. I don't know what it is, but very weird there. Very weird there. But you're seeing the numbers right now, so hopefully, you know, you're liking it. But you could definitely tell that, okay, so 1.1 gigahertz, okay, compared to 3.5. Wow, that's a huge difference from the PS5 to a Switch 2. That's a big difference. But as long as it's a big difference for the um, better than the PS4, that's what's up. So those are some specs right now. It's similar to a GTX 1050 Ti. The GPU in docked mode is similar to a GTX 1050 Ti. All right, but yeah, they are saying the CPU is pretty weak. Let's get an idea of what they most likely are. The specs itself. Um, we've pretty much leaked this out many months ago, but obviously the T239 chip, NVIDIA, um, that's the CPU. It has more power in handheld than docked. I wonder what is up with that, right? but the GPU does have ray tracing and DLSS. 12 gigs of RAM is plenty for this. Believe me, I think 12 gigs is plenty for the Switch 2. Um, Let me know if you think it should have had 16, but I really think 12 is good. Um, there is more. Let's get more into this. So, this I don't know too much about, but it is definitely the larger chip. All right, we've pretty much put this out there. The next thing we might as well just jump right into. So those are the Switch 2, you know, performance, graphics, all that stuff. Um, Hopefully, you're happy about that if you're someone who bought a Switch 2. Um, I'm gonna be real honest right now. Like the PS4, I'm very confident in how strong the PS4 is. Like I know how strong that thing is. But the Switch 2, now that we have an idea of how strong it really is, I honestly think it's kind of worth getting. Like it's definitely worth the money, even though it's a bit expensive. All right, so let's get into this um, console right here, which is most likely this new Xbox handheld. ROG Alley. I don't know the name of this. I don't know much about this. All I know is it simply got leaked right now. And it's going to be revealed in May 20. And you're just seeing the comments right now. He's getting a Switch to bulky AF. You get the idea. Honestly, I don't know why the screen looks like it's been. Ugh, it looks like they used that. It looks dirty. That's all I'm gonna say. You know. Overall, not too big of a fan of that. And yes, guys, there's been some stuff going on right now with the Switch 2 pricing. The Nintendo president is concerned about potential impact of U.S. tariffs on the Switch 2 demand. Um, by all means, I'm a big fan of the Switch 2. I've been talking a lot about it. But I don't think we're a fan of the price because it's already pushing it and it might be going higher in the future, which is annoying. So let me know what you guys think about that. If it does go higher, I pretty much done my research. I know they're pretty much saying that in the future, later this year, next year's, who knows, it could be going higher and higher in price. You guys like that? Don't like that? Let me know what you think. But by all means, Xbox is working on a new handheld. It's going to be pretty strong. They're merging. I'm assuming they're merging or working with Asus or whatever. I don't know the name. I'm really bad with the names. But they definitely seem to be working with them and making a console. Switch 2 might be going up in price. You want to compare it to the PS5. You want to compare it to the Xbox. You want to see how strong it is. By all means, the Switch 2 is significantly stronger than the PS4. It should be, and honestly, it's actually pretty good. I think it's at a pretty good level of power. So by all means, let me know what you guys think about this. Are you excited? Are you happy you bought one because it looks pretty strong? It's nowhere near current gen PS5 and Xbox, but it's up there. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you all next time.